Let's begin by understanding what La Niña actually is. La Niña, which means the little girl in Spanish, is a climate pattern that describes the cooling of surface ocean waters along the tropical west coast of South America. It's the counterpart to El Niño, which involves warming instead. La Niña events are part of a larger climate cycle called the El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO. These events can last anywhere from 9 months to 2 years, and they have significant impacts on weather patterns around the globe. So what causes La Niña and why does it matter so much? Let's dive deeper. La Niña occurs when strong trade winds push warm surface water away from South America's west coast, allowing colder, deeper water to rise up. This process is called upwelling. As a result, the central and eastern Pacific Ocean become cooler than usual. These changes in ocean temperature influence atmospheric circulation, which in turn affects weather patterns across the world. The science behind La Niña is fascinating because it shows how interconnected our planet systems are. Even a shift in ocean temperature can ripple out to impact weather thousands of miles away. El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO, is a recurring climate pattern involving changes in the temperature of waters in the central and eastern tropical Pacific Ocean. ENSO has 3 phases: El Niño, La Niña, and neutral. Each phase brings its own set of weather impacts. La Niña is characterized by cooler than average sea surface temperatures, while El Niño features warmer waters. The neutral phase is when conditions are closer to average. Understanding the ENSO cycle is key to predicting and preparing for global weather changes. La Niña primarily affects the tropical Pacific Ocean, especially the area along the equator between South America and Australia. The most noticeable changes occur in the central and eastern Pacific, but the effects can be felt worldwide. The cooling of ocean waters in this region sets off a chain reaction, influencing weather patterns far beyond the Pacific. So even if you live far from the ocean, La Niña can still impact your local climate in surprising ways. Trade winds are steady, persistent winds that blow from east to west along the equator. During La Niña, these winds become even stronger, pushing warm surface water westward toward Asia and Australia. This movement allows colder water from the deep ocean to rise up along the South American coast. The strengthening of trade winds is a key factor in the development and intensity of La Niña events. Without these winds, the entire process wouldn't happen the same way. Upwelling is a process where deep, cold, and nutrient-rich water rises to the surface. During La Niña, upwelling intensifies along the west coast of South America. This not only cools the ocean surface but also brings nutrients that support marine life. Upwelling is crucial for fisheries and ocean ecosystems, making La Niña a significant event for both the environment and the economy in coastal regions. La Niña doesn't just affect the Pacific Ocean. Its influence stretches across the globe, altering weather patterns in many regions. For example, La Niña often brings wetter conditions to Southeast Asia and Australia, while causing drier weather in the southwestern United States. These shifts can lead to floods, droughts, and changes in temperature, depending on where you live. Understanding these global impacts helps scientists and communities prepare for what's ahead. One of the most noticeable effects of La Niña is the change in rainfall patterns. Countries like Indonesia and Australia often experience heavier rainfall and increased risk of flooding. Meanwhile, regions such as the southwestern United States and parts of South America may see less rain, leading to drought conditions. These changes can have major consequences for agriculture, water supply, and daily life in affected areas. La Niña also influences temperatures around the world. Typically, it brings cooler than average temperatures to the central and eastern Pacific, while some regions like Australia and Southeast Asia may experience warmer weather. In North America, La Niña winters are often colder and snowier in the northern states, while the southern states can be warmer and drier. These temperature shifts are a direct result of changes in ocean and atmospheric circulation. La Niña can also affect hurricane activity. In the Atlantic Ocean, La Niña tends to create conditions that are more favorable for hurricanes to form and strengthen. This is because wind patterns during La Niña reduce wind shear, which allows storms to develop more easily. As a result, hurricane seasons during La Niña years can be more active and intense, posing greater risks to coastal communities. La Niña's influence on rainfall can lead to both droughts and floods depending on the region. While some areas receive excessive rain and face flooding, others experience prolonged dry spells. These extremes can disrupt agriculture, water supply, and even cause humanitarian crises. Monitoring La Niña helps governments and organizations prepare for these challenges and respond more effectively. Farmers around the world pay close attention to La Niña because it can dramatically affect crop yields. In regions with increased rainfall, crops may thrive or suffer from flooding. In drier areas, drought can lead to poor harvests and food shortages. The unpredictability of La Niña makes planning difficult, but understanding its patterns helps farmers make better decisions about planting and harvesting. La Niña's upwelling brings nutrient-rich water to the surface, which can boost fish populations along the South American coast. This is good news for fisheries, but the changes can also disrupt marine ecosystems. Some species may thrive while others struggle to adapt. The overall impact on fisheries depends on how long La Niña lasts and how intense it becomes. Effects of La Niña extend beyond humans to wildlife and natural habitats. Changes in rainfall and temperature can alter migration patterns, breeding seasons, and food availability for many species. Some animals may find new opportunities, while others face greater challenges. Protecting wildlife during La Niña events requires careful monitoring and conservation efforts. La Niña can have significant economic impacts. Floods, droughts, and storms can damage infrastructure, disrupt transportation, and increase costs for governments and businesses. Insurance claims often rise during La Niña years, and recovery efforts can strain resources. The economic ripple effects can be felt in everything from food prices to international trade. Changes in weather and climate during La Niña can also affect human health. Flooding can lead to waterborne diseases, while droughts may cause food and water shortages. Extreme weather events can increase the risk of injury and mental health challenges. Public health officials monitor La Niña closely to prepare for potential outbreaks and emergencies. Throughout history, La Niña events have left their mark on the world. Some years stand out for their extreme weather, such as the 2010-2011 La Niña, which brought devastating floods to Australia and severe drought to parts of South America. Studying past events helps scientists understand the range of possible impacts and improve future predictions. Meteorologists use a variety of tools to forecast La Niña events, including satellite data, ocean buoys, and computer models. Accurate forecasting allows governments and communities to prepare for potential impacts. While predictions have improved, there's still uncertainty about the timing and intensity of each event. Ongoing research aims to make forecasts even more reliable. There's ongoing research into how climate change might influence La Niña events. Some studies suggest that a warming planet could make La Niña events more frequent or intense, while others find no clear trend. Understanding this connection is important for predicting future climate risks and preparing for more extreme weather. El Niño and La Niña are two sides of the same climate coin, but they have opposite effects. While La Niña cools the Pacific and strengthens trade winds, El Niño warms the ocean and weakens those winds. Each phase brings its own set of weather patterns and challenges. Understanding the differences helps us prepare for whatever nature throws our way. La Niña events don't follow a strict schedule, but they typically occur every 2 to 7 years. The duration and intensity can vary widely. Some La Niña events are brief and mild, while others last for years and have dramatic impacts. Scientists continue to study what triggers these cycles and how to predict them more accurately. Monitoring the Pacific Ocean is essential for tracking La Niña. Scientists use a network of buoys, satellites, and ships to measure sea surface temperatures, wind patterns, and ocean currents. This data helps meteorologists detect early signs of La Niña and issue timely warnings. The technology behind ocean monitoring continues to improve, making forecasts more accurate. Satellites play a crucial role in observing La Niña. They provide real-time images and data on sea surface temperatures, cloud cover, and rainfall. This information allows scientists to monitor changes as they happen and make better predictions about how La Niña will evolve. Satellite technology has revolutionized our understanding of global climate patterns. Computer models are essential for forecasting La Niña. These models simulate ocean and atmospheric conditions using vast amounts of data. By running different scenarios, scientists can estimate the likelihood, timing, and potential impacts of La Niña events. While no model is perfect, advances in computing power have made forecasts more reliable than ever before. Preparation is key to minimizing the impacts of La Niña. Governments, businesses, and communities use forecasts to plan for potential floods, droughts, and storms. This might include building stronger infrastructure, improving water management, or developing emergency response plans. Being proactive can save lives and reduce economic losses. Communities around the world adapt to La Niña in different ways. Some invest in flood defenses while others focus on water conservation during droughts. Education and awareness campaigns help people understand the risks and take action. Local adaptation is a crucial part of building resilience to climate variability. International agencies like the World Meteorological Organization and the United Nations play a key role in monitoring and responding to La Niña. They coordinate data sharing, issue global forecasts, and provide support to countries facing extreme weather. Collaboration at the international level helps ensure that everyone has access to the information and resources they need. Media outlets play an important role in raising public awareness about La Niña. Accurate reporting helps people understand the risks and take appropriate action. Social media and online platforms also spread information quickly, making it easier for communities to stay informed during La Niña events. Ongoing education and research are vital for understanding La Niña. Scientists study ocean and atmospheric data to uncover new insights, while educators help spread knowledge to students and the public. The more we learn about La Niña, the better prepared we'll be for its impacts in the future. Australia is one of the countries most affected by La Niña. During strong La Niña years, the country often experiences heavy rainfall, flooding, and even cyclones. These events can disrupt daily life, damage property, and impact agriculture. Studying Australia's response to La Niña provides valuable lessons for other regions facing similar challenges. In the United States, La Niña often brings drier conditions to the southwest and wetter, colder weather to the northwest and midwest. These changes can affect water resources, agriculture, and even wildfire risk. Understanding how La Niña impacts different parts of the U.S. helps communities prepare and adapt more effectively. South America experiences a mix of impacts during La Niña. The West Coast, especially Peru and Ecuador, often sees cooler ocean temperatures and increased upwelling, which benefits fisheries. However, other regions may face drought, affecting agriculture and water supply. The diversity of impacts highlights the complexity of La Niña's influence. In Asia, La Niña often brings heavier monsoon rains to countries like India, Indonesia, and the Philippines. This can lead to flooding, landslides, and disruptions to agriculture. At the same time, some regions may benefit from increased water supply. The varied effects make it important for Asian countries to monitor and prepare for La Niña events. Africa's experience with La Niña varies by region. Eastern Africa may see increased rainfall and flooding, while Southern Africa can experience drought. These changes affect food security, water resources, and livelihoods. Regional monitoring and adaptation strategies are essential for managing the risks associated with La Niña. Pacific Island nations are especially vulnerable to La Niña. Changes in rainfall and sea level can threaten freshwater supplies, agriculture, and infrastructure. Some islands may face more frequent storms while others deal with drought. International support and local adaptation are crucial for building resilience in these communities. Ocean currents play a major role in the development of La Niña. The movement of warm and cold water across the Pacific helps set the stage for changes in weather patterns. Understanding these currents is key to predicting how La Niña will evolve and what impacts it may have. La Niña affects atmospheric circulation patterns, including the jet stream and trade winds. These changes can alter storm tracks, precipitation, and temperature in many regions. The interaction between the ocean and atmosphere is complex, but it's at the heart of how La Niña shapes our weather. During La Niña, the position of the jet stream can shift, influencing weather patterns in North America and beyond. The jet stream may move northward, bringing colder and wetter conditions to some areas while leaving others warmer and drier. These shifts are a key reason why La Niña has such wide-ranging effects. La Niña can lead to increased snowfall in certain regions, especially in the northern United States and Canada. The combination of colder temperatures and altered storm tracks means more snow for some areas. This can benefit winter sports and water resources, but also brings challenges like transportation disruptions. In some regions, La Niña increases the risk of wildfires. Drier conditions and higher temperatures can create the perfect environment for fires to start and spread. This is a major concern in places like the southwestern United States and Australia, where wildfire seasons can become more intense during La Niña years. La Niña's impact on rainfall and snow can affect water resources. Some regions may benefit from increased water supply while others face shortages. Managing water resources during La Niña is essential for agriculture, industry, and daily life. Planning ahead helps communities cope with both floods and droughts. Changes in weather during La Niña can impact energy demand and supply. Colder winters may increase heating needs, while droughts can reduce hydropower generation. Utilities must plan for these fluctuations to ensure reliable service. Energy markets can also be affected by changes in supply and demand. Extreme weather during La Niña can disrupt transportation networks. Floods, snowstorms, and landslides may close roads, delay flights, and impact shipping. These disruptions can have economic consequences and affect the movement of goods and people. Planning and preparedness are key to minimizing these impacts. Looking ahead, scientists continue to study La Niña and its long-term trends. While each event is unique, understanding the patterns and impacts helps us prepare for the future. Ongoing research, improved forecasting, and global cooperation will be essential as we face a changing climate and more frequent extreme weather events. Sum up, La Niña is a powerful climate phenomenon that shapes weather patterns around the world. From rainfall and temperature changes to economic and environmental impacts, its influence is far-reaching. By understanding how La Niña works and staying informed, we can better prepare for its effects and build resilience in our communities. The story of La Niña reminds us of the incredible interconnectedness of our planet's system.